Actually been letting it rest for about 5 minutes before I cut it, but that's how we look. Like I said, we're just starting to get a little brown on it. Well, today's New Year's, and of course you gotta have pork on New Year's. So I got some pork loin chop, and we're gonna do one of them today. These are pretty thin, actually. So we just do one. I'm gonna do them in the air fryer. And the neat thing about it is you don't have to defrost it. You can just do it frozen. Of course, we need to remove the foil first. So let me get that done. And I usually like drying my meat. But being it's frozen, I'm not going to dry it because being a little damp will actually make the seasoning stick on it a little bit better. And to season it, use a little season oil. I think that'll be good. Just sprinkle a little bit on both sides. And I like thyme. You can also use some rosemary. That'll give it a good little taste. And just kind of sprinkle it on each side there. Like I said, some of this will come off, but it's fine. And that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and put that in the air fryer next. And just go ahead and I like to put it about halfway in. And we're going, I think there's a pork button on here. But it is frozen, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start at 15 minutes. I'm gonna do 400 degrees. So we've been cooking for about 11 minutes now. And we'll just kind of see what it looks like. I know it's not ready yet, but it is defrosted at this point. And we'll just kind of see what the temperature looks like. Yeah, I like to shoot about 150 or so. That's a little bit above medium rare, which is 145. So anywhere between 145 to 165 is done for pork. So however you like it, that's where you want to cook it to. So we at about maybe 125. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it continue the original time. Then I'll check it again. So it's been a total of 15 minutes. And that's how we're looking so far. We'll go ahead and give it a little check now and see what we got. And like I say, we're looking for about 145 to 165. I'm gonna probably do mine to about 150. I think that'll be nice and done. So I think it'll be pretty close, but not quite where I want it. I know that sometimes if you take the thermometer and move it, it'll keep going. So just keep that in mind. So at this point, I would say we are done 150. It was 150 in that one spot, but not in that spot. So I might let it go another couple minutes. Let's see what we got here. So 145 is done. So we're close to 150. You know, it's definitely above 145. I checked a few different spots. So if I hit the hold button. 162. So I'd say we're done. So there you go. 15 minutes, 400 degrees in the air fryer. Totally frozen. And you have a perfect pork chop. All right, now let's give it a little taste here. Like I said, this was around 150. I actually been letting it rest for about 5 minutes before I cut it, but that's how we look. Like I said, we're just starting to get a little brown on it. Very good. The secret to overcooking a pork chop, especially a thin one, is to don't overcook it. Once you get above 165, it gets pretty dry. So, you know, try to keep it, you know, 145 to like 155 or so. I usually try to shoot for like 150. because I find if you go 145, you still might have a little pink, which I really don't like on my pork. But I find 150, usually, you know, there won't be any pink spots in it. So there you go. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the thumbs up button. Thanks.